Yo, what's up, aliens? AHEE here. Today, I wanted to share some news that I'm really excited about. Both Serum 2.0 and MIDI 2.0 are expected to be released in 2021. Usually, I do tutorials, but for 2021, I'm thinking about making some extra episodes just about new music-related topics that I'm excited about. If you like this, please be sure to give this video a like. It really helps us out in the YouTube algorithm, and every little bit helps us out. And if you're not already subscribed, consider doing so. All right, first up, MIDI 2.0. So MIDI, as we all know, is the electronic notes that we as producers use to arrange synths, drums, or anything really. MIDI was first released back in the early 80s, and it's been almost 40 years since the initial MIDI release, so we're living in the first update to MIDI in history. The MIDI Manufacturers Association is even calling MIDI 2.0 the biggest advance in music technology in decades. MIDI 2.0 will add some new features to its use. Some of my favorites are the increased resolution of controller information and advanced profile configuration. The original MIDI has a resolution of 128 steps. With MIDI 2.0, it'll now have over 32,000 controllers to choose from, including controls for individual notes, enhanced 32-bit resolution that will give the controls a smooth, continuous, analog-type feel to it. New note-on options were added for articulation control and precise note pitch. In addition, dynamic response velocity has been upgraded. What's more, major timing improvements in MIDI 2.0 can apply to MIDI 1.0 devices. In fact, some MIDI 1.0 gear can even retrofit certain MIDI 2.0 features, which is going to be awesome. Now, with the new profile configuration capabilities, you can dynamically configure a device quickly. If a control surface recognizes a device such as like a mixer, then all the controls will automatically map to things like the volume faders, the EQ knobs, and other mixing parameters. But if it recognizes it as a synth, it will automatically configure and map all the controls to unique controllers of that synth, say, like the cutoff, the resonant, maybe some distortion, everything, all of that's going to be just automatically mapped. And so this will save a lot of setup time and improve workflow and make the entire creative process just so much easier and smoother. I've provided a link below where you can see the full list of updates to MIDI 2.0. Next, Serum 2.0. So on Mr. Bill's recent podcast with Steve Duda, Steve mentions and expects an update to Serum, which he likened to a Serum 2.0 to come out this year. This popular synth has changed the sound of modern music since Massive and continues to be a favorite of mine personally. In the podcast, Steve mentions ideas like a convolution reverb, a built-in sequencer, new functions, and an updated yet familiar interface is possible in these new updates. I'm very excited about the possibility of a built-in sequencer. It's going to be bananas and is going to be great for making some proper acid bass lines. I wonder if the Serum sequencer will resemble Steve Duda's other plugin, Cthulhu. We'll have to wait and find out. In the meantime, I've provided a link where you can go listen to that podcast with Mr. Bill and Steve Duda. I really enjoyed it, and I think y'all will too. And if you're listening here, Steve, thank you so much for everything that you do, and we're so stoked for this release. Now, everyone, let me know in the comments what you're most excited about to see in Serum 2.0 as well as MIDI 2.0. And speaking of Serum, I just released my personal Serum presets in a pack called AHEE's Alien Bass. I've spent about 6 years learning the ins and outs of this synth, and this is like the culmination of all that knowledge. Several of these sounds I use in my big releases this last year in 2020, and it is a bit of a higher priced product than what I usually do, but I put so much work and value into this that I am confident that you guys will get so much out of this. You could even dissect these sounds, and it's like hundreds of tutorials worth of knowledge from them. So I'll provide a link below of where y'all can get my pack on Gumroad. Also this week, I'm excited to announce my Animals EP, which is coming out on Il Gates' Producer Dojo label. It's my journey into like heavy glitch hop style beats, and it's gonna make y'all go wild. I'm super stoked on it. I'll have a pre-save link in the description for that as well. And if you have any other music related news that you're excited about, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear them. All right, aliens, I'll see y'all in a proper tutorial here coming up soon. Peace.